What's up, Horror Horde? This is your boy Horror Gamer back with another video for you, and as you can tell by the title of this video, this is another Is It Worth the Hype? So, before I get into this Is It Worth the Hype, just know that your boy Horror Gamers, that's right, Is It Worth the Hypes have spoilers in them all day, every day. So if you haven't seen this movie, go check it out. Come back, let me know in the comment section what you think, whether you agree with me, whether you disagree with me, whether you like the movie, whether you didn't think it was worth the hype. But just know, anything beyond this point is on you. So, without further ado, as you can also tell by the title of this video, we're going to be jumping right into The Cabin in the Woods. So, does Cabin in the Woods have that permanent seat on the hype train? Well, according to Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 92% critic score and a 74% user score. So it's pretty hyped up. A lot of people think that this movie's pretty damn good, as you can tell by the little diagram here. But what does your boy Horror Gamer think? Is Cabin in the Woods worth the hype? Do you know what? I'm going to absolutely have to say yes. This movie was a fun time. Thor's in it before he was big, bulky Thor. Of course, he played the typical jock in this. But this movie hit a home run on so many levels. So basically what this movie is, this movie's about this group going into the cabin in the woods for the weekend, and all kinds of fuckery just ensues. But come to find out, there's this underground layer where these people are basically making sacrifices, but they're doing it in a different way. Like, they don't have to do it like they used to. So basically, they set these people up in certain situations, and the people who die in the movie are sacrifices to this god. And if this god doesn't get the sacrifice which it needs, it wakes up and the world ends. So, they're stuck in this cabin, and it's funny because in this underground lair or whatever, they're making bets on what they're going to get. So they're basically watching this group of kids in this cabin, and they have certain situations set up to where what'll happen if this person does this part, it'll unleash this. It's so fun. It's a different take on horror. It's funny. The kill scenes are great. The gore is fantastic. CGI is really good. Some of the monsters look really scary. The situations that they put them in are really fun. All in all, this movie, like I said, it hit a home run on so many levels, because when it needed to be scary, it was scary. When it needed to be funny, it hit you with that joke, but the funniness wasn't there to take away from the horror that was in the movie. So it kind of meshed very well together, and that's just right there. That is a sign of good movie making, when you can get scary and funny to mesh almost seamlessly, and that's what this managed to do. Now, I will say the ending is pretty freaking crazy. When they actually find a way to get down to this underground lair, when they find out this is all a not a game, but a setup. It's cool, man. There's this one scene where there's guards and they're trapped in this thing and monsters, and you just got to watch it, because it is, all I can say is buckets of blood and gore and just a fun time. And this movie, and that's what this is. This movie captured the fun time. And I definitely recommend it. If you haven't seen it, you got to check it out. And just enjoy it for what it is. It's one of those turn your brain off movies. It's a popcorn flick. Get yourself some popcorn. Watch it for what it is. And the critics seem to... this is one of the fewer times I agree with the critics on movies like this. Because a lot of the times your boy Horror Gamer loves the horror movie, but can't stand what the critics say about it. You know what I mean? Because the critics look for, expertise filmmaking. You know what I'm saying? They look for... in-depth story with heart and substance. And no, it's a movie about somebody in a hockey mask or in a white mask or a monster killing the shit out of people, and at the end comes face to face with the final girl and either dies or kills the final girl, and we're done. That's what a horror, you know what I mean? This, however, this had the fun, and like I said, I agree with the critics on this one. One of the few times your boy Horror Gamer does. So, with all that being said, is Cabin in the Woods worth the hype that it gets? Does it have that seat on the hype train? Absolutely. I'm going to give it to this one. I definitely recommend it. Like I said, this is definitely Horror Gamer approved. So, all right, Horror Horde, with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And don't forget, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button along with that dingly-ding-ding button. Every time your boy Horror Gamer throws up one of these, is it worth the hypes? You're in the know. Also, after you're done doing that, head on over to the Horror Gamer Patreon to see what kind of cool stuff we got going on over there. We have, movie nights on the weekends. We have chill nights. We have monthly giveaways, which I'm working on a March giveaway, and I will give you guys a hint if y'all, you know what I'm saying, if y'all want that. It does involve a little green guy. That's all I'm going to say. That's the hint. So, all right, Horror Horde, with all that being said, I love you guys. Thank you guys. And as always, this is your boy Horror Gamer saying, don't fear the darkness. Embrace it.